our guest artists, could you tell us how you celebrate Christmas at home?
Oh, well, I guess it just depends on the year. We have a lot of family in this year, and a lot of my mom's side of the family, and it's more of a Latin culture, so we definitely party during this time. It's a lot of, just music and a lot of food and just a real celebration, and it's really fun to get to do. And we actually do a lot of Christmas caroling and things like that, which I think is really great to do. I think it's wonderful to get to share, and I think just being able to share music with your family and to see just people's faces light up and just see their smiles and how much it means to them. A simple visit and a simple song can mean so much to someone. I think it's really great to do.
I'm in a position. I'm not in a regular place. Being a movie actor, one's performing all over the world. So I've spent Christmases in Morocco, where you go to the bazaar and you buy an orange, and it becomes a token of it's a wonderful present, and we sing, and in Russia and wherever, France. But this year we're home, so we shall have the Christmas tree and the trimmings, and we shall have friends. I'm still doing my Christmas cards. And I thought here there would be time, but of course there isn't. And so I hope to get them done before Christmas Day arrives.
Is there a point in the program where you each feel connected, especially to, maybe there's a personal meaning to in the part of the program?
Well, if I may answer first, I don't know if you've seen the program, but it does have a certain Welsh orientation in the story. John Parry, the pioneers who came here and were the foundation of the Mormon Tabernacle Choir, which is a great story. I'm half Welsh, so I feel that keenly, that that my ancestors should, the courage to cross the ocean, to bring the word, the message, and the discipline, and so on, into this what must have been an extraordinary place, terrifying place to be. Semi-desert and not yet settled. So that touches me enormously, the great sense of faith, where with children dying, going so far, being driven by this inspiration, this message, this divine promise. So I think that is one reason why I wanted to be here, because it is such an extraordinary story, and one so well worth telling.
If I could address what Mr. Christensen started off with, last night's overwhelming response. There were several hundred people that weren't allowed to come in because there were so many people that wanted to get in. Obviously, showing up early is essential, but does that kind of response, the fact that there were so many people that there just wasn't room for everyone, and there were hundreds of people outside, does that surprise you all? Does that surprise you? Does it touch you in some way that the response has already been so overwhelming?
Not with David Archuleta on the bill. No way.
No. I think it is surprising. 'Cause sometimes you don't feel like, I don't know. It's like I think the choir always receives an amazing response every year. I mean, even last year they received over 1 million requests. So it's just every year. It's just it's a very special event that people love to come to. There's so much to take in with the choir and the performers and the orchestra. And I was, when I came in, when Sissel performed in 2006, it was one of the best performances I've ever been to. And that's why it's so even more amazing to get to be here, just because, I don't know. But
I was very moved to learn too that as we were going out live to a lot of other performance centers in the tabernacle, in the theater. That I didn't know, and that is extraordinary.
One of the great elements of this presentation that we do every year is that it is filmed for PBS television, and I think sometimes that those of us here locally, forget that this goes out. Really, it's not only a gift to the community here, but it's also a gift to the nation. And of course, our PBS showing is always a year later, but last year's show, which is being shown right now, which of course featured Natalie Cole, we've had more airings of that, national airings of that at really prime times this year than we've ever had before.
Is there a possibility in the future of extending the performances, maybe another day or two?
Well, we have thought about that. It is a challenge. Remembering that everybody on this stage in the orchestra and the choir are all volunteers. And we have explored the possibility, but it just is, it's very difficult.
It definitely feels a lot of times it does. You don't know where it comes from really, because sometimes it's like, I can't do that. I'm not capable of that. But you're still given an opportunity to share with a large amount of people something that you love and that has really affected your life. And so and it's like, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but I think it comes from somewhere else in a way. I think it's kind of like being an instrument in a way. You're kind of in the Lord's hands, and it's, hearing, that's what's so neat, hearing Michael speak even, that's what's so amazing to me is just feeling that overwhelming feeling of just feeling good. It was amazing to be able to feel that from your speech, your spoken word, and things like that. So, it's really wonderful getting to do this with Michael. So, but
I'm sure for all performers, it's at least certainly for us too. Performing is a right brain, left brain thing. On the one hand, is it the left brain that's being very precise. It's monitoring you. You're going to a mark. You're going to stand in a light. You're going to come in on a cue. All these highly technical things are, can I see, whatever. And the right-hand side of the brain says, forget all that. Ignore it. Just let the gods and the angels sing. So it's always a bit of both. But I take your point. There are times when I noticed last night when I said, glory to God in the highest, and the whole choir echoed what I was saying. It stopped me.
Yeah.
Can we get you two gentlemen to wish people in Utah Merry Christmas?
Oh, yes. Well, to all my fellow Utahns, I wish you a very Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and hope you have a great New Year coming up ahead of you. So.
And speaking as a Californian, I endorse that. Happy holidays and a great New Year.